the previous video, we already had got the expression for drift velocity. So today we will be finding out the relation between current and drift velocity. For this, let us take a conductor of length L, area of cross section B capital A, and it is connected to an external supply so that electric field can be generated in it. So the free electrons in this conductor, they will be moving with average velocity called drift velocity. Let's name it Vd. This is the external electric field due to this battery. So now let N be the number density of electrons. That means the number of free electrons per unit volume. So the volume of this conductor, it will be A, area of cross section, multiplied by the length. So total number of electrons, it will be N times the volume of this conductor, which is A into L. So these are the total number of electrons in this conductor. So what will be the charge? Total charge. Let's name it Q. It will be total number of electrons multiplied by the charge on one electron. And the charge on one electron is E. So it will be E times N A into L. So let's name this equation B 1. And also let's T be the time taken by these free electrons to cover this distance, to cross this length L. Let name that time be T. T will be equals to L upon Vd, average drift velocity. Let's name this equation be 2. Then current I will be equals to total charge divided by total time taken. Now putting the value of Q from equation 1, it will be NE A into L divided by the value of time from equation 2, L upon Vd. So this L will be cancelled out and the remaining will be NEA Vd. So now I will be equals to NEA Vd. This is the required expression, the important one. One more derivation is important from this topic, drift velocity. Deduction of Ohm's law. Ohm's law, it states that I is directly proportional to V. That means the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across it. मतलब अगर एक कंडक्टर है, इसके across हम एक potential difference apply करते हैं V, then the current flowing through this conductor, that will be directly proportional to V. So we have to find out the relation between I and V and prove that I is directly proportional to V. For this, let us start with the very previous equation of drift velocity. Vd is equals to small e into capital E upon m into tau, where this capital E is the electric field across this conductor, small e is the charge on one electron, m is the mass of electron, tau is the average relaxation time. One more equation we have derived now. I is equals to NEA Vd, where this Vd is the drift velocity, this Vd is the drift velocity. So now we will be putting the value of Vd from this equation to here. So it will be equals to NEA small e into capital E upon m into tau. So it will be, simplifying it, Ne square A tau by m into E, where this E is the electric field across this conductor. So if we are applying a potential difference V, then electric field will be generated in this conductor. So now if we remember the relation between this electric field and the potential applied, so it comes out to be electric field is equals to V upon L, where L is the length of this conductor across which we are applying this potential. So now putting the value of E in the equation of I, so we get I is equals to NE square A tau by M into V by L. So now coming here, we can say that V by I is equals to ML upon AN E square into tau. Let's name it R. So we can get the equation V is equals to I into R. Hence the Ohm's law equation is proved, or from here only you can say that V is directly proportional to I.